welcome back to the Real Podcast. Here for everything pop culture and nerd culture from the minus 20 somethings. We're back again this week with our regulars Dawson.
What's up, guys?
And Deshaun.
Hello.
And over the past this week, we've been watching E3 2021. And maybe it's due to COVID. Okay, hold on. Before we drop these hard accusations on E3, I'm going to say this right now. E3 this year isn't bad. Has it lived up to our expectations? No. So right now,
no, Greg, stop being nice to these people. No. They need to know.
It is mid.
It's complete buns.
It is mid.
It's mid.
All right. So
no Harry Potter news. Come on.
What has been announced so far that is piqued your interest?
Let's start from what happened today with the Capcom event. Look.
No, fuck that thing.
Look.
That thing was disgusting. I watched it live.
No. Look, we all knew we weren't getting any Street Fighter 6 news. We weren't getting any fucking new character stuff. We knew it was gonna be esports. We knew it was gonna be that. It was gonna be
no, I didn't.
Hunter. You had expectations too high. It's Capcom for
no.
Sake.
And I expect you at E3 not to show us things that we already know exist.
It's Resident Evil, Monster Hunter.
That's the point of E3 is to show us new shit.
Okay.
Don't be showing us shit that we already. Okay, Great Ace Attorney. That's been out for 4 years in Japan. I don't want to see it. Monster Hunter Stories actually look pretty dope, but that was the only announcement they gave.
Moving, we're going back again to Xbox Bethesda's event of 2022 because all their games are coming out 2022. Look, let it be said, I feel like they were really butthurt in the last console generation, and we were making fun of them talking about they had no games. Now with the Game Pass, they have all these games. None of them I want to play though. They have all this quantity but no substance. And,
no, I've already played all of them.
Right, with the Bethesda stuff,
issue.
We've already played them all. And maybe for the new gamers, this is a good experience for them. That's fine. But to these us veterans, it's whatever. And then they announced, but Skyrim is 10 years old, which blew my mind because I didn't.
Trying to get Skyrim too, Greg?
I didn't know it was that old. It's on every platform known to man, and we've been milking it for years with the mods, trying to keep it going. The only thing that piqued my interest in the Xbox event was the Halo Online. Why? It's because what they're doing with the loot system. They said they came out with they're not doing loot boxes, which I thought was a good step in the right direction. And this is the interesting thing about the Battle Pass. One, their Battle Pass will always be available. So when the second season or third season come out, you can go back and continue on with the first Battle Pass. You can buy old Battle Passes. They don't go away, so you can always keep track and progress with the ones you want. Also,
we got some core issues with this. I'm gonna break this down for you.
Let me finish though. Also, the items in the Battle Pass cannot be purchased in the store, so some other guy can't just buy it while you're working towards it, which I thought was nice. And the multiplayer looked fun as it's free to play. It's like Warzone. So I thought about I hadn't been a Halo person growing up, but I thought I'd give it a try. So it looked interesting to me.
Greg, no.
What? What do you mean? What is
the issues is okay? Hey, first of all, think about it like this. Okay, they're gonna charge us for the Infinite campaign, right?
The campaign, but I'm here for the multiplayer. Multiplayer is free.
The multiplayer. Would you really pay $60 for a campaign?
I don't care. I'm not gonna play the $60 for a campaign.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
But as someone who plays Halo, I would like not to pay $60 for the campaign.
Well, that's for you.
And not have the multiplayer attached to it.
It's the same.
Why
thing. No, it's like Dawson plays Warzone, but I don't think he didn't buy the campaign. I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
if you buy the campaign for $60 with the multiplayer, let's be real. Who the fuck's playing Halo for just the campain and just says
Firefight? You forget about Firefight.
Look,
wow.
I'm here for the multiplayer.
You gonna pay $60 for that?
I'm having it with my friends. So
you gonna pay $60 for that?
I'm not. I'm gonna say, hey, I want to play with my friends, and this looks.
And then also,
so I'm gonna do the free.
Don't even get me started on customization of your Spartan.
Hey, that looks cool.
They charging you for the shaders.
Hey,
they draining your money. Yes, it's a free to play, which I can understand. You gotta make money somehow. Let's be realistic here.
$20 for a battle pass every like 2 months over a drop.
No, I shouldn't have to pay $20 at all. I should pay one fee and be done. I should get it all in one package.
Listen. As someone that's been playing Halo since Reach, and I played all the Halo since Reach, and this year I was like, I'm not getting Halo. As someone that was just like, I'm not getting Halo, and they said it's free to play. This is kind of making me want to play Halo again, like, to be honest, because Halo has been kind of going in a boo-boo direction. Halo 5. Did you play Halo 5?
Well, that's the thing.
The only Halo
I've played ODST, Reach, and 4 or 5.
Look,
I played
4 and 5.
The only Halo I ever knew was Red versus Blue. That was it. I didn't play Halo.
That's the thing, is that like my friend Smug, he talks about, because he's an old head Halo, like, and like he has issues with like Reach, because like the abilities and like how you spawn in with those and like loadouts and all that, because that's not traditional Halo. Which, good thing about this game is that you pick up abilities like you do in 3 instead of being able to spawn in, which is, you know, appealing to the older audience. But the issue is just like this free-to-play battle pass system, all that. Like, I don't want to have to pay for a battle pass every other like few months.
At least I didn't do
that
Battle Royale.
You know, is my incentivization to play the game, because I'm spending money towards it. I should be able to get it all in one package, one payment, and then call it a day.
I mean, so it appeals to different people, and you know, at least it didn't.
No, you're consuming. That's what that is. It's consumption.
It's a capitalist society.
My capitalist consumption.
We live in a capitalist society. What do you do? Not
Stop
consume?
feeding that, Greg. This is why. And you're gonna be sitting here during the Nintendo conference being like, "Ooh, let me consume the Nintendo products." My Joy-Con drifting.
You skip it over.
My Joy-Con's drifting. Ooh, it's time to consume.
I actually got a new pair of Joy-Cons because mine were
consume Nintendo's products.
But, okay, all right. That was actually go moving on to my next point. You know, as it's recording, tomorrow will be the Nintendo event. Now, I was telling Dawson earlier, like, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. You know, at this point, I don't care who gets in. It could be Slippy the Frog from Star Fox, and I'll say, okay, fine. Let's see if it's moving.
But you're still buying it though, so.
I already have the season pass, so it's already gonna come in anyway. I spent that money months ago.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
already got the season pass, bro.
Right.
Consume.
Like,
we consume it.
I'm so just downright depressed. It's probably gonna be another anime sword fighter. You know,
it's gonna be Waluigi, bro.
I'm
holding out for Waluigi.
Honestly, all I want to see from Nintendo Direct is, you know, maybe
I
want to see what the Switch Pro looks like, if they're ever gonna do that. Maybe some Breath of the Wild 2 news or some Mario Kart news. That's all I ask. I have a low bar for this Nintendo Direct. I'm not looking to be wowed. Looking to see
I'm on the opposite end on that spectrum, like low. Well, I'm still on the low bar, but I'm on the angry low bar, because if the Switch Pro is which we've been hearing about it, if it's announced, that's gonna just scare my fears and make me not want to like continue with Nintendo, considering that we all know what happened with the 3DS. Y'all remember the new 3DS and how they just stopped making games for the old 3DS, and they were like, we got to get the upgraded hardware. And we all know that, you know, as much as we love our Switch, you know, I like my Switch is sitting right here. It's a good console, but it has some hardware limitations, to say the least. It ain't keeping up.
Look,
like Hyrule Warriors can barely run on it, like even docked. And so more devs are gonna be like, well, the Switch Pro system, we're gonna work on that.
That's true. That's absolutely true. You know, if they announce Switch Pro, that puts into question the new titles coming out. Like, for example, I think Pokemon Arceus doesn't come out like either to the end of this year or sometime next year. If they announce Switch Pro and has all this better hardware, they can just move that game over to that one. And then it's like, man, it forced you to buy it. Yes, that's the consumerism, that's the consumption we're talking about, but it would suck. It would very much suck, because out of everything, that game, even more so than the Diamond Pro remake, is something I'm looking forward to, because it looks good, looks fun. It really is.
Freaking.
And you know
Let's
what?
freaking go. Capitalism for the win.
But capitalism for the win, yeah. But you know what? I'm lowering my expectations. in my heart of hearts, what I would love
This
to
is
see,
how we end up with Cyberpunk.
oh my god.
People like y'all falling into the trap.
In my heart of hearts, what I would want to see for the Nintendo Direct, a new Kid Icarus, a new Metroid game, F-Zero, fucking Pikmin 4, some like good shit. But I know that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna get my hopes up and have them be crashed tomorrow by fucking Fire Emblem 27. You know?
Do you?
No. That's the thing, is that Fire Emblem's good. It's a good franchise. I don't see why y'all hating on it. Play it. But anyways,
I play Fire Emblem. I'm a Fire Emblem
which
player.
one?
I've played
Which one?
all the recent ones that have come out. I've owned
All the
played.
recent ones.
I just want something new.
Do you even know who Lord Elliwood is?
Oh my god! Don't play semantics with me. Don't play.
Look, I don't care about
Fire Emblem. I'm tired of it.
I don't care about Fire Emblem. I'm gonna be honest. I'm American. I don't give a damn about Fire Emblem. Alright? Like, come on, bro.
What is this Japanese weeaboo stuff? Get it out my face.
What is this
I'm
turn-based
fucking America.
strategy?
I'm from fucking America, alright? So we want some fucking American games that we thought were American. Some fucking Mario, some fucking Legend of Zelda, and goddamn Metroid, alright?
Hey,
really?
You know, the sad thing is that like I would like
too
to.
much Mario Kart, and the best tracks in there are the F-Zero maps. Just give them some F-Zero.
I would like to consume Nintendo products, but they don't go on sale.
They don't.
I'm not paying $59.99 for Mario Kart.
Speaking of that, that's how I got our next game we're talking about. That's how I got Strive for free, because I traded in some of my old Switch games that don't depreciate in value, and a game that store credit I can pre-order the Strive and pay it off free. So that's because they don't. If you want to get a new game from GameStop and you don't got the money, trade in your Nintendo games, because they will give you that enough store credit you need, because they do not depreciate in value. Your Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, or your Black and White that's been sitting collecting dust, and if you've transferred all your Pokemon, that will make you some money. Better yet,
and we can just play
shut up. But you can also sell those on eBay too. But Strive is out officially, and I would say I'm having fun with it. Gameplay wise, I love it. I love the game. The story was interesting. It was a lot, but it was interesting.
I didn't watch it yet.
I won't cover the spoilers just yet. I'll give it another week. But where my troubles have been lying have been online. I'm not saying the actual online person-to-person is bad. Normally, it's pretty good. Finding people and finding decent people has been the issue, because it will either I won't get connection, or I do get connection, and it's the most random paste-eating gorillas known to the face of this planet, and I'm so tired of it. I'm almost I don't want to turn into that, but if everyone on the face of these battle towers is doing it. Oh shit, there goes my light.
Don't you want
After Hours?
After hours.
Don't you? I mean, at least you haven't ran into any pots online.
I have.
Oh no.
I have.
I ran into
this pot, and then like I pulled off some high skill three different combos with Giovanna, and then I'm like, okay, I think I'm in the lead. I have some fun. I get 3 chapters, I'm dead.
You just see the hands reach forward.
No, and then I get up the last combo, I get hit, and then it's a slash. What? I'm dead. I put all that work. My pad is all sweaty. I'm over doing like things I remembered in practice.
Look what they have to do to mimic a fraction of our power.
Bro, yeah. But with pot though, it doesn't make me mad though, honestly. Because like you said, the way to beat pot is just don't let them play. And I understand most pot players are playing pot the correct way. I'm not mad with that.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
I just gotta learn how to overcome that. That's fine. It's the Leo players.
Meanwhile, Enos.
Leo?
It's
What's
the
Leo, bro?
the Leos.
It's not the Leos.
And it's the
Stop.
fucking Rams.
Get off
It's
the
the
Leos,
Rams.
bro. Us Leos aren't doing anything.
I swear, every time the round starts with Leo, I can hear their brain going.
Hey, don't disrespect me like that, all right?
That's what you hear. You hear the chimp sounds. You hear the. Start just beating on the table.
Bro, hey, pipe down, bro. Because you have to. Y'all are talking like I don't have to get into backstands first.
Exactly.
I have to get into backstands
You
first,
see,
man.
that's the first brain cell that activates is the getting the backstands motion. Then after that, it's all off from there.
Okay.
After that, I'm monkeying, bro. I'm monkeying.
The brain cells that they use is to get in the backstands and to use your counter. Other than that,
that's all we need, baby. That's all we need. And it takes a lot to get in the backstands against a good player. So if you're at a high floors, you know, you gotta use your brain, bro.
Right
now,
now,
you know who doesn't though?
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you can hear Dawson, but all I can hear coming through this end is just Cap and just gorilla noises.
What are you talking about, bro?
Because I don't. Let us know in the comments if you can understand Dawson's gorilla sounds right now, because I can't. I certainly can't. All I hear is fucking chip noises and Cap. So we're gonna move on to.
It's not Cap. Leo is going,
Deshaun plays a nice, well-rounded Kai. I've been thinking about learning a pocket Kai. It's pocket.
Boring.
You know, I feel bad though because like the tier lists are coming out and Kai's like up there on each one. I'm like, oh no, I'm being what I hate in Fighter C.
The tier whore.
I'm being a tier whore and I didn't even know.
No, but like Kai, I don't feel even if
Leo's not even at the top of the tier list.
Even if Kai's at the top of the tier list, I don't feel like I'm being a tier whore playing him. I just feel I'm playing a well-rounded character. And I'm honing my craft on the basic skills. I don't feel like I'm tier whoring. If I'm playing like fucking Ram, I'm eating Elmers, and yeah, that's a fucking tier whore.
You drink it with a straw, bro.
Hell, I played Ramethal in XR Rev, but it didn't feel this bad. It didn't feel as bad as it is now.
XR Rev is still bad, but Strive is a whole nother level. They're gulping down Elmers. Bro. They got the full tub out. Just
no.
I read you're gonna throw it, but you know it doesn't matter because you're running up and your thing explodes behind me, and I'm getting hit for a full combo.
It's not even chugging the Elmers. It's getting a handful of the glue sticks and just chomping those like cheese, like fucking cheese sticks.
The purple ones.
The purple ones, yeah. That's
like cheese, like string cheese.
Now
they probably eat string cheese like. That's how they probably use.
Now, in the gorilla hierarchy, we also have one other character in the gorilla hierarchy, and that is okay. Well, we got two others. We got Mei, which honestly, if you're playing a rail-rounded character that has a projectile, fuck their dolphin. Fuck their dolphin.
I will say, Deshaun, you have changed my mind a little bit on Mei because your Mei, in particular, is high IQ skill and very skilled. Because you predominantly use your anchor and you use your dolphin for mobility to get in. Like and it's a nice way to it's a way to play Mei that I have never seen before, and it's good. Opposed to spamming the dolphin and then spacing out with the seal and then getting pissed. So you can play Mei appropriately.
It's because the anchor does so much more damage. It's not worth
now you
sitting up there dolphin splashing.
We've talked about Leo. We've discussed Mei. Dawson brought up Soul. Soul, I
freaking hate souls with my entire being. I hate souls, bro.
I think the
far slash. You're like, oh, I'm gonna up DP. Up.
Are the souls that are using the Kai variant color with the blue flame? It's
look,
those souls.
I hate souls because it's one soul that I fought, bro. Mm-hmm. He sat back and played I'm playing low. I'm trying to get in. He sat back. Danger. The entire bro. Danger. And I'm like, I'm gonna shoot a projectile. I'm like, bro, I can't do any. Like this is. Bro, and danger doesn't it doesn't take enough of your meter.
You think that's bad as a Geo? You know, like everyone says, my overhead kick is so like recognizable. If I do it once, fucking counter. I'm like, oh god.
I'm 6P in that, bro. That's 6P.
I'm just sitting there looking at Geo. I'm like, where's it coming? Where is it? Where is it?
I'm better off again to try for a grab. Or do one of my kicks that's plus some blocks so I can do something else. Because if I do that overhead, I'm going to get hit.
6P.
And it's just got you gotta be more creative with Geo because she has a limited move set.
6P.
6P.
That's how you beat Geo, bro. That's how you beat Geo with
6P,
Leo.
yeah.
6P.
As a Geo player, I'll let you know right now, just 6P. And I can't
6P.
do much.
Surprisingly, Anji isn't as annoying as I thought he'd be online
Yeah.
because, like, I'm just like, oh, you swung, you did your little dance around my attack. Guess what? I got positive still. Fuck you.
Right.
I'm positive.
Right, and I know what Fujin looks like, so.
Yeah.
And
All
not,
you gotta do is block that first hit in Fujin, and then
in 9
just
times
tap
out of 10, their counter super was lucky. 9 times out of 10, their counter super was not like calculated.
They're not really.
It was lucky. It was luck. So that's what fucking now. Eno.
I love you.
I-N-O. Bro. Deshaun's having some technical difficulties, but we'll continue.
Eno's not that bad, bro.
Bro. I went into the lab. I went into the lab to see what all the noise was with what's going on with Eno. Bro, it's so simple. I don't know why she's 2-star. It's so simple, and it's like, bro,
it's because of her movement. She doesn't have a ground dash, and that's the only reason why
she
she's
doesn't need
2-star.
a ground dash.
I know she doesn't need a ground dash. I'm just saying why Arx has put her as 2-star because it's like every other character has this, and then she doesn't. It's kind of like how they put Zato as 1-star because you got to deal with Eddie and shit. But
Zato
Eno's not that bad. Eno's not that bad. Like you can fight. Like Eno will clap your cheeks if she knows what she's doing. It's not as bad as I've had so many soul fights, and everyone's picked.
One person I haven't
I've seen
fought
so many
yet.
souls and rams. I don't know what to do.
One person I haven't fought yet actually is Nagoriyuki, and I don't know. I want to go to lab with him because he looks fun.
No, Nago.
It's not typically my playstyle, but it looked like something if I wanted to learn out of my comfort zone, I'd learn Nago. And it doesn't look like he's a glue eater. It looks like people that play him know what they're doing.
Yeah, you can't play Nago and not know what you're doing. Like
right.
Nago is not for the Elmer's glue chompers out there. You have to know what you're doing because it's either if you play with him, you don't know what you're doing, you're getting waxed. But a Nago that knows what he's doing is a dangerous person. Bro, it's like an Axel that knows what he's doing. Like
when me and Deshaun were playing some rounds, we tested this theory, and it's absolutely true. All Chip is the coin from the coin that Harvey Dent uses in Batman.
Mm-hmm.
That's Chip. That is Chip Zenoff. Because on one end, if he gets in and he knows what he's doing, fucking damage and speed, it's just fucking immaculate. You can't see him. You don't know what he's coming out, what he's gonna do next, and he got some good damage. And you're going to be the round is going to end before you know it. That being said, if you're doing that gamma blade and you get hit, you're dead. Your health is gone like that. It's a double-sided coin, a double-edged sword, whatever you want to call it. That's Chip Zenoff.
Chip got health like a paper bag, bro.
Not even the Glad hefty paper bag, garbage bag. It's just like the Walmart, the Dollar Tree discount trash bag that if you hold it up too high, it's gonna break.
Bro, like Chip, this is Chip, bro. This is Chip. What? If you touch him, bro. If you touch him, that's Chip. He'll stay like this for a long while.
For a long time.
Touch him once. He's done for
one. Anyone else you've been having trouble against online, Dawson?
A good Axel. If you fight a good Axel, I've only fought like a couple of them, but a good Axel will have you will upset. Who else? Is that everyone?
For me, I have never met a bad Faust. Faust is one of the awesome.
Oh yeah, Faust.
Faust is like Nagoriyuki, where if you're playing Faust, they know what they're doing.
They know exactly
absolutely.
What they're doing.
It's reminiscent for me of not Pinwheel. What's her name from Skullgirls? Peacock, where it's a bunch of items. They want to space you out. It's not necessarily random, but their moveset aren't like traditional. so you don't know like what startups look like, and you're kind of going in. What do I do? That's why I always start if I'm playing a Faust. What do I do? Because he may be big, and you go, oh, he has a big hitbox. Cool. He's all over the place. So like I get hit with that bomb, and then meteors come down, and I'm dead. I'm like, oh, okay. I gotta study up on this matchup because I don't know. The only thing I think else I'm thinking about in terms of characters, even it's funny, I'm having trouble remembering all the characters, even though it's a small roster. Who else? You know, you did.
I think that's everyone. We talked about Zato. Oh, did we talk about Zato?
Oh, we didn't talk about Zato. Zato's, you know, it's nothing like getting hit by that shark grab with the shark chomps, you know, or getting spaced out at neutral by the frog or that little dragon talon in the middle. That's a good poke move. But I feel like it's funny with Nagoriyuki. When we first saw the character, we were all assuming it's gonna be mostly blood management, managing that bar to do damage. That's not necessarily the case. But with Zato, it's Eddie management.
It's definitely
Eddie management because
like
Eddie.
It's really like you're fighting. You fight. It's like in a match. Like, oh, I have Eddie. You get the combos. You have pressure, and once Eddie runs out, you're basically backing up and getting on the defense.
You're double jumping and flying away until you.
Oh, you know my Zato, the milkman. The milkman.
The milk. Oh, is that the safe? No, that's not exactly. That's not. No, go ahead. Tell him what you call your fucking
nutman.
Fucking nutman. It's fucking nutman. Milky White.
I call him the milkman too. I call him the milkman.
Oh, have you played that
Nutman.
color on the snow map?
Yes, I have.
Fucking blind.
This is eyes.
My eyes. My eyes.
I'm here to collect your nuke.
Oh God.
I'm adding it to my collection.
Oh, someone else I haven't seen at all online. Milia. I forget she's.
Oh, I forgot Milia's in the game.
I forget Milia's in the game. And the funny thing is, last game she was very prominent. Like she was a very prominent.
In the last beta, like in the beta test. In the beta test, I feel like in the first beta at least, I fought a lot of Milias. This one, I'm barely seeing any. Like I'm fighting them, but like when I see them, it's either they're good. It's either good or they're bad. It's not really like an in between where like I'm fighting to the wire.
Right. So
and it's like dang, she's kind of some mid. Nah, it's either good or bad.
So right now, Bad Batch, you know, I still forget to watch it sometimes, but it's okay. The new episode of Loki, the first episode of that.
Did we watch it? I watched it. I watched it. Deshaun is unavailable at the moment, so if he watched it or not, yeah, you know, we're gonna post a spoiler warning right now for this because I think because I want to talk about it.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
It was interesting.
Okay, after I watched it, I said two things. It's either gonna be Secret Wars or House of M. And I'm excited because Doctor Strange's new movie, The Multiverse of Madness, and this is dealing with multiverse in the timelines with this Loki show.
Bro.
And Wanda's got the fucking Mephisto book. Like, it is either House of M storyline or Secret Wars.
Y'all are really forgetting the timeline that Marvel already set up for us with their movie list. This is literally setting up Marvel What Ifs. Because that's the only way, according to this show,
but
is
Secret Wars,
if they break up the timeline. Is if Marvel What Ifs, because that's how the branching timelines are going to happen after they break up the multiverse or whatever. And that's also leading
to X-Men.
No, I'm saying that you have to walk the line, my guy. You gotta wait. We gotta walk the line. We gotta walk the line. I'm gonna explain. This is setting up Marvel's What Ifs. Marvel's What Ifs, because Kevin Feige and all the Marvel elects already said that Spider-Man is going to deal directly into, because Doctor Strange is showing up in Spider-Man. It's going to deal directly into Multiverse of Madness. And so this is where the Spider-Verse stuff is going to happen. That's all kind and dandy. Then the Multiverse of Madness, but it also leads into Ant-Man Quantumania.
That's right.
And guess who shows up in Ant-Man Quantumania?
Who?
Kong the Conqueror, my guy. Let's go!
Who?
Isn't that his name? Kong the Conqueror? The guy with the purple or blue. I think I'm saying it right. I think it's Kang the Conqueror.
Kang the Conqueror. I thought
Kang the Conqueror.
One thing I saw interesting that was a cool plot point that they could do, especially with the Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Quantumverse, is that like someone else who's stuck down there is like from the '60s would be like Reed Richards and Sue Storm and all the
Yeah, they need.
like
I want the Fantastic Four from the '60s.
They went back in Expedition in the '60s, got stuck there, and they pulled them out, and that's how you introduce.
That would be so freaking cool.
That'd be cool.
I would be like, why is this nigger sitting there? I'm
playing. No, oh my god.
Just like Captain America, bro.
Like Captain America.
He said, Cap, you're in 2012. Why is this nigger talking to me right now?
No, all I can see though when I'm thinking of Reed Richards is what's his name from Venture Brothers.
Oh my god. The freaking evil guy.
Yeah, the evil dude.
And then the human torch that was just invisible.
Is it going to her skin?
Just her skin and then freaking tumor, man.
Tumor.
Oof, I had my mic muted. What are y'all talking about?
We were talking about how to introduce the Fantastic Four with the new Ant-Man movie. And then I brought up the Venture Brothers. And that's all I can think about with the Fantastic Four.
Talking about Loki. Did you see Loki?
Did you see Loki?
I saw the first episode, yes.
Okay, that's what we were also talking about.
So interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
If we were going by the comic book TVA, all of the TVA members are all clones of Mobius. Well, Mobius is clones. So just imagine a million Owen Wilsons being like, wow.
I mean, they've done it before with the clones in Star Wars. They can totally do that.
I mean, that'd be interesting, though. I also want to see Owen Wilson turn into Lightning McQueen and ride around with Loki in his mouth.
It does suck, though, because I wanted Owen Wilson to be Adam Warlock. But I guess he's too old for that now.
He is. Yeah. He was looking kind of rough. Not gonna lie, in Loki. I was like, God damn, is he that old?
Right. But probably good on the makeup department. But also, I heard some two things. I heard rumors that the Loki that they're hunting, the variant, was She-Loki. I thought that'd be really interesting. Also, I love the time variant association memes I've been seeing, because like you had fucking World War II, slavery, a bunch of terrible shit.
That's the canon timeline, Greg.
That's the canon timeline.
No
that's
TVA,
all powerful. That the all-knowing people decided to choose that timeline.
The major difference between the comic TVA and like the TV show TVA is that the comic TVA actively recognizes that there's a multiverse. And so they basically just want to keep the multiverse in track. They don't care about you making different timelines or going into different other people's timelines. They only care about making sure that the timeline goes straight. So as long as you're not interfering with anything, you're good. So you can time travel. It's okay.
Right.
But they oftentimes make excuses like, you know, if it's destined to happen, it's destined to happen. Bro, and that's one thing that the TV show TVA gets right.
The judge straight up said, yeah, the Avengers time traveling,
it's fine.
That's fine. Bro, it's like,
but
I could go to
you grabbing
the text back? Nah, I could go to work tomorrow and be late by like a minute. That's not what the
and they kidnap you.
And
they're like, grab the ticket, please. What? I'm not grabbing a ticket, man. I don't need no ticket. And they got raised.
Fucking what they call it, pruned.
Bro.
Yeah, and you know the thing is that like with the TVA, the fucked up thing about it is like when they erase you, like they're erasing you from existence. Bro, so nobody remembers you. You just never existed.
Bro, like
in that timeline.
I'd also feel some type of way too when the gems, the most powerful things in your universe you've been hunting out for years, is like a paperweight to these people. Like, god damn, that must have hurt. And then on top of that, you end up watching your own death on a movie reel. And it's short. Like your life is short. Damn. My life sucks.
Greg, you gotta think about it like this, though. Infinity Stones don't work outside of the Destined universe, which they're created in.
Right.
So, to them, since they exist outside of that universe, it's worthless. It's just another fucking stone, and like it doesn't work.
Do you think? I wanted to actually see in the MCU anytime soon. I want to see the creatures that made the Eternals. The big things, the
Celestials.
Celestials, yes. We saw them at one point in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
We see the dead Celestial head.
We see the dead Celestial, but we also see it in the flashback with the Power Stone, the one wielding it.
Oh yeah.
But like, I want to see that would be a cool fight. I think Avengers against the Celestial in the MCU. That would be. I don't know how to get to that point.
Well, I think that's what the Eternals is going to talk about. Considering that, like, the Eternals' job, basically the Celestials was like, yes, proto-humanity. We're going to experiment on them. And they created 3 different things. They created the Deviants, the Eternals,
and humans.
And then humans. And they were like, all right, we need you, the Eternals, to keep the Deviants in check and also watch humanity because we want our experiment to go right.
Isn't
and
Thanos
so basically,
a deviant?
What?
Isn't Thanos a deviant?
It's something weird. So basically, the Eternals got into a civil war about, like, should we take over the planet or not? Some Eternals left and went to Titan.
Mm-hmm.
And then those Eternals ended up killing each other. And then there's only one survivor, who was Thanos' mom. And then a couple more Eternals came over to Titan to colonize it anyways. And so Thanos' mom met with some guy. And then, they had Thanos as a kid who had deviant genes for some reason.
And then there's the Deviants, Eternals, and humans. And then humans also were given the X Factor, which makes X-Men, X-Gene, right.
Also, it explains why Bruce Banner and Captain America can, like, get injected with gamma radiation and stuff like that without exploding or dying.
They have the gene to be upgraded. That's why they can. Yeah. So, hope this Eternals is going to explain a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna explain a lot.
Eternals is big lore.
Big lore.
It's a lore movie. That's why a lot of people aren't really super excited because it's like it's just lore. It's lore. This is the.
Speaking of lore, this is off tangent. Do you guys remember?
They're one of
on YouTube.
The what?
What?
The lore YouTube channel, like that would cover like video game lore, like really.
Yeah, I remember them. Yeah, like lore in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
lore in like
yeah. They just kind of died.
They just fell off the earth.
I think they got merged with like Polaris, and when Polaris died, they died.
Yeah, I think that was exactly what happened.
But I remember that. Like I would watch that. Like also like how it should have ended with the movies and shit.
Yeah, I remember when Polaris was coming up. They had Dodger or Dex bonus, and then I know Jesse Cox and Total Biscuit used to be involved. They had the Polaris podcast.
Rip Total Biscuit.
That was good.
That came out.
You know he lives in our state, right? Well, he used to.
Yeah, he didn't live. Yeah, I was like, he lived in. I was like, whoa, wow, yeah. That was surprising. Also surprising that I didn't know he was dying. They had kids or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was like colon cancer.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
What's up with great people dying in that?
D.B. Cooper.
Oh yeah, that was cool too. The D.B. Cooper.
That was it.
He lost a bet to Thor.
He lost a bet.
I'm just like, that explains it though. Like D.B. Cooper is still one of the most unsolved criminal cases in history.
To D.B. Cooper, like he jumped out of a plane and
with millions of dollars. And disappeared.
The only remains is money. Like that's it. That was the only remains of him.
I remember hearing like
no one knows who he was, and no one knows where he went.
Right, I know. I remember hearing like some stories like some people like in the 90s on their deathbed was like, I am DB Cooper, but that was never like confirmed or anything. But it's a very interesting mystery.
It's Loki, bro.
It's just fucking Loki. Now
it's
what?
The god of mischief.
What else? What other bets did Loki lose? What else?
Also, thinking about it, speaking of like Loki and like the gods and stuff, that's one thing that the Eternals is going to explain is like why like Asgard and all of them didn't interfere with like, humanity's bullshit later on.
Right.
Because basically one time a Celestial came down and he was like doing his daily checkup on Earth and he was like, gods interfering with my humans? I think not. Sit that ass down. And everybody was like, okay, yeah, let's stop before the angry space god kills us all.
Damn. It's funny. I saw this meme was like, Loki's DB Cooper. What else did he do? Shot JFK. It's like, nah, not in this universe. That was Bucky. Fucking, you think all this redemption for James Buchanan is all nice. He's always buddy with Sam Wilson. Nah, this dude killed JFK. That was him.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to be like season 2 of Winter Soldier and Falcon. He's like, all right, Sam, I gotta tell you something. And Sam's like, what is it? You remember JFK?
And
Sam's like,
flashback.
You didn't. And I was like,
Sam's like, you I hit him with the 360 no scope. Got the hit marker and everything.
Oh no!
And freaking headshot.
Headshot. Oh man.
Collateral.
I do. That does like that's also I'm excited for What Ifs. That's a good reminder. Thank you, Dawson. Because What Ifs is like all these new announcements. What Ifs is probably like being slept on because they can do some fun things with this.
Yeah, my favorite. What if Black Panther was white? Could you only imagine? It's like some. I don't know. Actually, that could be an interesting story. It's like some white guy who like dates like a black woman back in like the 60s, but it's not socially accepted. And like he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna take this up in my own hands. And then so he dodged the Black Panther mantle.
I was thinking of like these colonizers actually be able to colonize Wakanda in like the 1600s, and like they take up the
vibranium.
Right, it's like some Belgium dude that colonized Africa. And he's like,
well, the thing is that Greg, the rules of Wakanda is that it doesn't matter who you are. You can challenge the current Black Panther, and if you win,
as T'Challa said in most of the modern iterations, those are the old ways, and I'm staying king. So fuck out of here.
I mean, according to the rules. But at the same time, in the comics, they revealed that the little fruit that Black Panther consumed is actually poisonous to everybody else but the royal families. So it's rigged in the first place.
Bro, imagine you beat him. All right, I'm Black Panther now. Give me that
I'm
fruit.
Black Panther
now. Just die.
It's challenge day.
It's like the dude's body isn't even cold yet. T'Challa just steps over, so we all saw him die. I'm just gonna take my crown back.
He was weak. He couldn't handle the fruit.
You all saw it. I got witnesses.
They bury him, and then they they bury
You just
him.
don't get back up.
No, not even that. They bury him like as fertilizer for the rest of the plants for more fruit to grow.
He's like, it's been an hour now.
It's been an hour.
Come about the same.
And you know what's the fucked up thing about that though? In the comics, so like Shuri in the comics is like a warrior princess.
Yeah.
So like she's a badass.
Yeah.
And like T'Challa like goes missing, so like there's no king, and she wants to be queen, and she tries to eat the fruit, and the fruit rejects her.
Damn. Also, I did notice that the Shuri in the MCU is the intellectual one. But what they did was, I didn't notice this, is that they just basically split T'Challa into two people. Because Shuri is just another half of T'Challa in the comics.
A T'Challa Batman.
Because T'Challa is that smart in the comics. Like he's the he's
part of the Illuminati, man.
He beats out Tony Stark any day of the week, I believe.
Not really. He's up there.
He's up there.
He beat the Fantastic Four. We do have to give him dubs on that.
I think it's Victor
Bro,
Von
he
Doom.
beat the Fantastic Four, and Reed Richards is literally the smartest person.
I think the four smart people in Marvel. It's Reed Richards.
It's T'Challa,
Doctor Doom, T'Challa, and then Tony Stark, right?
Yeah, that's the four.
That's the four.
And then
what? Bruce Banner and Hank Pym are like the
No.
Bruce Banner, Hank.
You put Bruce Banner, Hank Pym, and then also you include Doctor Strange if you're including non-science.
If you're doing non-science, yeah. Also, actually, you know what? Kick Bruce Banner because it's only gamma apparently with him. And
yeah, he's a radiation scientist.
And then Hank Pym created fucking Ultron. Technically.
Well, I don't know. Bruce has done a lot with himself though, like
True.
Experimenting on himself. So
right, okay.
Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive. Also, Bruce Banner isn't like a wife beater and like borderline schizophrenic.
Yo, I need that scene in the next Ant-Man movie, like the prequel scene of just.
I said I need it. He slapped the shit out of her, bro.
Wait, do you want Yellow Jacket? Wait, they already did. Didn't they give Yellow Jacket to the other dude?
No, you mean she's Wasp?
No, the villain in the first Ant-Man movie wasn't that Yellow Jacket?
Oh yeah, that was Yellow Jacket.
Ooh, they fucking they did a song.
Man, Yellow Jacket slapped the shit out of.
I know he did.
Wasp.
I know he did. He did a full back. Bro.
We need the scene of Janet being in a meeting, like at a government meeting, wearing sunglasses, and they're like, "Why are you wearing sunglasses on the inside?"
Hey,
and she just starts crying.
No, you saw in the first Ant-Man when he punched like the Shield director. So he gets angry.
Oh yeah, this dude gets angry, bro.
He threw that. He
got a temper.
He got a temper.
He got a temper on him.
Beating on his wife. He be hitting her with the
No,
bop bop bop.
if they bring back the Yellow Jacket and bipolar Hank Pym in the MCU, we will talk about it on the podcast. But that's it for us right now. I'd like to thank everybody for listening and watching with us. As always, you can tune in on YouTube. where you can see us there on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to us on Spotify and on SoundCloud, where you can listen to the audio version of the podcast. Our social medias are on Twitter, Re-Up Podcast, on Instagram, the Re-Upcast, and we have a Discord channel which you can find on our website, where you can come talk to us and chat and hang out. On the website, you can also find the archive to listen to all past episodes and catch up to figure out what we've been up to. I'd like to thank everybody for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.